name's Madison Fox, and I'm 23 years old. I live in a small town called Waltz, Michigan, with both my parents right now, which is where I was born and raised. It's a really small town. It literally only has a feed store, a bank, a restaurant, and then a barber shop. So I don't think you can get much smaller than that. I liked growing up in a small town. It's a nice place to raise kids, but I think when I'm done with school, I'd like to move somewhere a little bit bigger. I have 3 siblings. I have 1 brother, and then I also have 2 half-sisters. We're all incredibly close. We spend as much time together as possible. Holidays, anytime we're all in the same area, we make sure that we get together and go out. About 2 years ago, my brother, whose name is Lanny, he moved to Chicago. He initially wanted to go into law. He took the LSAT, and he did really, really well on it. He actually even got into a law school in Chicago. And then about a month or so before he was moving there to start law school, he decided not to pursue that field anymore, and he decided to go into comedy. He's put on about 2 or 3 shows now of his own in Chicago that I've went to and seen, and he did a really good job on them. He did an excellent job, actually, and I'm really proud of him. And even when he doesn't do shows, I try to visit him as much as possible because he's one of my best friends, and I like Chicago. It's definitely bigger than Waltz, where I was raised, but I don't know if I want to end up somewhere quite that big one day, but I might test it out for a year or so because he really wants me to move there, so I don't know. We'll see what's in store for the future. And then my oldest sister, Megan, has been married for about 10 years now, and she has 2 kids. So I have a niece and a nephew, and then they live about 5 minutes down the street from where I live currently. So I get to see them quite a bit, which is really nice. And then my other sister's name is Callie, and she just got married about a little over a year ago. And they lived in Wyandotte up until November when they moved to Walled Lake, where they purchased their first house, which is on a lake. And so they haven't really gotten to enjoy all the good things about living on a lake, and I haven't been able to visit and enjoy those things, but summer's coming up soon, hopefully. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I started my college career at Michigan State, where I went there for a year, and then I decided I didn't really know what field I wanted to go into yet, so I took a semester off, and I knew that I wanted to go into something in the medical area. So I started looking into Wayne State, and I came across their radiologic technology program, where I've taken all my classes at Wayne State for the prereqs for that program, except for I'm taking the speech class at Schoolcraft, and then I'm also taking a trig class currently at Schoolcraft, so those are the only 2 classes I have left for the prereqs to the program. And then how the radiologic technology program works is you do an application and you turn it in, and then they let you know if you get an interview, which not everybody gets an interview. And then after the interview, they let you know if you got into the program or not. And I actually just found out on Friday that I got in, so I'm super excited about that. It's a 2-year program, and you have clinicals and classes, and they even offer jobs for the students through the hospital. It's Henry Ford downtown, so I can't wait to start that. I start May 11th. But currently I work as a server at the restaurant in Waltz, actually, called the Waltz Inn, and my parents own that. And they really wanted me to take it over, but I guess it just wasn't for me. I decided that the medical field was something that I was really passionate about, so I decided to go that route instead of taking over the family business, which they're really happy about. They're not upset or mad or anything, which is good. I don't mind serving for the time being. It's a job, and you get to meet a lot of new people, a lot of nice people, and you get to hear their stories and kind of get to know people. But you also have to deal with the side of people who are upset and angry about their food not being cooked how they want it or fast enough. So that's the side of the business that wasn't my favorite, but I guess you have to take the good with the bad. Other than that, a couple unique things about me are that I have extremely curly hair naturally. My mom still has really curly hair, and then my dad, when he had hair, had really, really curly hair, so I guess that's where I get it from. And then also, my pinky is double jointed, is another strange fact about me. Other than that, I really enjoy traveling. I definitely want to move somewhere warm one day, somewhere down south, probably Georgia or Florida. I have an aunt in Georgia, so that would be nice. I'd get to see her a lot if I decided to move there one day. I've traveled obviously to Chicago, Massachusetts, California, Arizona, and quite a few different places throughout the United States, but I would definitely like to go somewhere outside of the United States one day if I was ever given the opportunity. And I guess that's just a little bit about myself. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this class. Thanks so much.